Hello, and thanks for joining me on today's live video. I hope that you are having a fabulous day and are ready for some crafting. Let's see. Today is Wednesday, and I think it's October 12th, 2022. I am Kelly, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from rosiescrapper.com, and I am bringing to you a tutorial today with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss Twigs and Sprigs embossing folder and die. So I was on yesterday with a card and I just used the embossing folder, but today I want to show this fun technique. I made a Christmas card also. I'm not going to demonstrate this one. I'm not going to demonstrate this one either. I'm going to make something with more of a fall feel to it. So I have a piece of basic white paper here and a piece of pale papaya, and I think I'm just going to cut those down to be my card fronts. If you are joining me live, I would love for you to say hello to me while I am stamping. It is always fun to stamp and chat. So I'm going to cut this to 4 by 5 1/4. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut, so those I'm going to be using, I'm going to go ahead and cut these two pieces to 5 1/2 because I'm going to show you one of the things that you can do with this folder, but I do want the paper to be as long as the folder so I can get all of the pieces out of there. I think that's all the cutting I need to do for right now. So let me go ahead and bring over, no, actually, yep, my cut and emboss machine. And let me pull out a little bit. Oh, no, I guess I can't. So let me just set this aside. I'm going to do the pale papaya. Actually, it was this piece over here, wasn't it? My space is so cramped. All right, so I'm going to take the Cajun Craze ink pad, and on the side that has the Stampin' Up! Symbol, that side, I'm going to add some ink directly to the embossing folder. And then I'll just lay this down on here and fold it up. And this is going to run through the embossing machine. I'm going to take all these plates off and grab my plate number 4. And with the fold of the folder headed inward, there, isn't that super cool? Love how that turned out. All right, so that will clean off of there with a baby wipe in just a moment, but I wanted to show you how I did that background. Now I did do this originally on white, and I've changed that to be pale papaya. See, I have a little scrap paper here. So I'm just going to take some brushes in crushed curry and just brush that color right on top. What is that goobery thing? And I don't need to get it everywhere because I'm going to come in with another color. So now I'm going to come in with pumpkin pie. And this one was darker, so I started off, I definitely didn't want, my pumpkin pie is really juicy. So it's looking a little more like a rust color than an orangey color. But that's okay because I wanted the fall feel to this. And I think I will come back in with crushed curry. I'm sorry, with yeah, crushed curry. No, yeah, crushed curry. Oh my goodness. I was saying crushed curry, but I thought I kept thinking I was saying Cajun craze. It really changed how it looked, didn't it? With all of that inking. Let me show you this one again. This one was done on basic white with polished pink and daffodil delight. And so this one definitely has a much more of a fall feel to it. Okay, so I'm done with these two inks, and I'm gonna wipe that clean. Actually, let's get a baby wipe in here, because like I said, my pumpkin pie is really juicy. It's a brand new pad. My old one just had gotten to the point where I couldn't re-ink it successfully. All right. So next, I want to show you what else you can do. All right. So, I probably should have gone down to 6. I forgot that I should have gone down to 6, because this little piece right here is going to get cut off, and that little piece right there is going to get cut off. And it looks like I need a little more ink up there. Can I do it? Yeah, I can. No, because the ink is on the other side. So, all right, let's just close that back up and run it through the cut and emboss machine again. So even though I said earlier that that should be 5.5, I'm going to change that. It should be 6. All right. So because I had ink on the back there on this side, that I got a little bit of transfer. But then on this side, it looks like those old-fashioned printing plates, doesn't it? I think that effect is so cool. So I'll set that aside to be cleaned later. And now what I'm going to do is take the die cut and cut these out so that they can be added to the project. So let's get plate number 1. Sorry for all the banging. Plate number 2. And then 1, 3. This has to be cut upside down because that is the way you will line up the die cut. So just getting the die cut around the shapes, and then just tape it right over here and run that through. And I'm throwing shapes everywhere. Oops. Oh, wow. Found it. All right, so let's take a look at these. So see, remember how I said that one was going to get cut off? If you cut your paper to 6 inches, then you'll get all of the pieces. So both sides are beautiful, but I think those look really cool. I think they look like old-fashioned prints. All right, so for the project, I'm thinking that this needs white splatters. Don't you think so? So I'm just gonna grab, I'm gonna go ahead and use some white gesso just because I know that it will dry faster. You can also do this with your Whisper White re-inker, but that craft ink, oh jeez, I guess this needs to be shaken a little. It has been a minute since I've used it. My husband hates that phrase. Are there phrases that you use that your husband hates? Or your significant other? Okay. Give this a little shake. Hey, Martha. So glad you caught me for a live. All right, so let's see. Hopefully I have some water around here. And I think I do. So, Martha, what are you up to? Okay. I need quite a bit of water for this to splatter nicely. And let's see, do I have my splatter box in here? Nope, my splatter box is not in here. Oh yeah. Definitely like the splatters. What do you think? Alrighty. And let's clean this up. Oh, good. That's fun. All right, so let's see if the crumb cake is still going to work for me. This was what I thought I wanted to use. And when you see the ribbon, oh boy, I've got that white gesso all over my hands. Still not quite dry. Oh, I love that. I need to zoom in for you guys so you can see it a little better. Isn't that cool looking? Me too. Thank you. All right, so let's see how these are gonna look on here. So I kind of liked the way I did that. The way I did this grouping right here on this card, I think I'm going to try to repeat that. I think I will just repeat it 100%. And then this ribbon right here is going to go across, and I'll just cut that piece. So what kind of Christmas presents are you making? I can stamp directly on this ribbon. And I'm going to use that's not the one I thought I was grabbing. Here it is. I'm going to use Season of Chic, and I want that nice big thanks. I think this will do it. Yeah. I'm going to grab Early Espresso ink. So if you are looking to purchase any of these products that you see me using, I do have an online Stampin' Up store. I have linked some of the products. Let's see. Make sure I'm getting that in the right spot. I have linked most of the products that I've used. I may have missed this Early Espresso ink, just because I don't think I had actually thought that far on how to finish it. That is a nice big bold thanks, isn't it? All right, so now to decide, do I want those to go under the ribbon or over? Okay, I think I'm ready to start gluing this together. So again, that was pale papaya paper, and I inked up the embossing folder with Cajun Craze, and then after it came out of the folder, I brushed on some crushed curry and some pumpkin pie. Oh no, oh no. Ugh. If this doesn't happen to me like at least once per video, it wouldn't be a video by Kelly, would it? All right, so this is going around first. There. So grabbing that silicone mat allowed me to put that gluey sticky. So I'll tuck that one right there. And that one there. These want a little more pressure before they're gonna stick in place. There's a lot of dimension going on here. So let's give that a little more love. Get it to stick down. Okay, so I'm thinking, because I can't just stop there, I'm gonna add a little more ribbon. So I have the Baker's Twine Essential Pack, and this is like a crumb cakey kind of color, and I think that might look nice. Just an extra little bit of something something. And I will adhere that with a glue dot. I'll roll it up under there. And one more thing. I said that last time. I want to pull these strands apart a little. Free them. You can do this before you tie your bow. I just kind of thought of it afterwards. So we'll see if I can get those loops. I don't know if I'll be able to get the loops apart because they're tied up, but I'm going to try. Yeah, that's not going to work quite as nicely, but I did loosen it. So it looks like it goes with the tails a little bit more. So I'm just sticking the pointed end of this tool between the threads, kind of forcing it apart. Okay. There we go, and let's see about a little bling. So, what do you think? Oh, good. I'm so glad that you're learning new techniques from me. Yay. No, nothing in there. Maybe those, or the champagne rhinestone jewels. Let's see what these look like. So these are the genial gems. I think they're still current. There. All right. So here's leftovers that I can make more cards with, or add them as embellishments along with other embellishments. I'm seeing people layer these up beautifully with other dies and die cuts, and let me show you. So I think that this product, this Twigs and Sprigs embossing folder and die, is way more versatile than I first thought. So let me zoom out a little bit so you can see all three at the same time. Do you have a favorite? I think this one could use some splatters too, maybe some pink splatters. So this one has a more spring feel to it. Definitely the fall here in the middle, and then this Christmas with a little bit of that glimmer paper, that evening evergreen glimmer paper, and some dies from Christmas banners set. So yeah, I think it's super versatile. All three of these, I use the same inking technique. And then see, this one has that reverse image, using the same type of image as I used on this card. All right. Can the embossed images be die cut? Yes, they can. As a matter of fact, I embossed these first and then took them out and die cut them. So you can emboss and die cut all at the same time. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and show that to you. I have a piece of Whisper White I can do that with. The folder is kind of dirty, but why don't I just go ahead? Actually, I don't think, will I care? Will I care? Will I care? I don't think I will, but I'm going to clean it anyway. So this is kind of a dry baby wipe. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it all off. I probably will get some amount of transfer. But if I use these pieces to make another fall card, that's going to be fine. Okay, so you can put the die cut right inside your folder like that, and then put your paper on top. So because this isn't 6-inch paper, I'm going to miss the ends of this right there. But then, let's see, I don't know if this goes in the same with the 4 or not. Let's try it. Been a while since I have done this. Yep, it goes with just plate 1 and plate 4. So it makes a lot of noise, and that's just the sound of the paper cutting. And yes, it will leave marks inside your, feel a little bit of color there, but actually I kind of liked it. I don't like it. So, but you can emboss and then cut later. That is okay as well. Yeah, I don't think I like white on there. Those look pretty. Those look like they would go on a piece of petal pink nicely. That faded out Cajun Craze. Yeah, actually we have a couple of different die cuts and folders that work that way. We have one that does I don't think I have all of them, but I have the one that does like these tree slices of tree slabs. It's very cool. All right, so do you have a favorite? Do you like the pink and yellow, or the Christmas, or this one? I think this one's my favorite. I liked the Christmas one earlier, but I love these colors. It turned out so rich and beautiful. Florals that do that, you know, we used to have a floral one that did that. I don't think it's current, and I don't think they advertise that you could cut and emboss at the same time, but you probably can. I just haven't gotten that set out to take a look at it, but I'm certain that they will come out with more. And if I have not thought of something, Martha, I will let you know. Do ya? You like the Christmas green? You like that? It's a little fancier. All right, thanks for joining me. It's wonderful to spend time with you, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Happy stamping.